Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I kind of just woke up. Anyways, but I wanted to come down here and run my mouth and talk about the mess before we get into the mess. Oh, girl, I don't really have a ring light. Well, I have my ring light, but the outlet is not working. Um, so the light isn't clearly working um, due to the outlet. But so I was like, let me just try to sit in front of this window, try to get some type of natural light. So yeah. Anyways, before we get into the mess, I wanted to give a special shout out. Say happy birthday to cousin Mimi. I don't know how old she's turning today, but today is her birthday. So happy birthday, Mimi. Clarissa Shields. Let's talk about Clarissa for a second. Clarissa got on the internet the other day and she was talking to her people. And the truth, if you listen, I'm going to play what Clarissa said, but if you listen to what Clarissa had to say, um, Clarissa pretty much tugged on everybody's wigs. One thing I hate, girl, we're just going to talk. One thing I hate is you blogs, people can try and push whatever narrative they want to try to push, right? So, like in this situation with Clarissa, she mentioned um, whites, she mentioned black women, she mentioned gays. But for some people out there, they felt as though this conversation or what Clarissa was saying was mostly geared towards gays. And then it becomes this, and that's when no shade, that's when some of your homophobia starts to kind of come out, because then it becomes this gay versus black woman or gay versus woman thing, or the gay men want to be women, when the gag is, girl, if we're gonna be honest, she tugged on the gays' wigs, and she also said that black women, you stick out like a sore thumb. That's what she said. So I do think it's a tad bit unfair for people to get in the comment section and make this a gay versus woman thing, when the fact of the matter is she called out everyone, including the gays, but also she said that black women stick out like a sore thumb. And just a FYI, we'll probably talk about this in another video. She's actually in agreement with Kelly Price. So we can try to make this the gays versus the black woman, the gay versus the woman thing. But baby, Clarissa, she said she agreed with Kelly. And wasn't Kelly down to the internet calling y'all some DEI hires? Baby, we'll talk about that in another video. Let me go ahead and play the clip of Clarissa, girl, tugging on all of our wigs, and then we're not gonna tug on Clarissa's because Clarissa can fight. But we're gonna have a heart to heart. When it comes to Clarissa, we're not gonna tug on Clarissa's wig. We're gonna have a heart to heart with Clarissa, because Clarissa, mama, you full of ish too. You are. Let me go ahead and play the clip.
Nothing against gays, but y'all boys who want to be girls, y'all can leave me the fuck alone. Y'all shouldn't be saying nothing to me. What I should be wearing, how my hair should, or if my hair should be down, or if my hair should be up. Baby, that's not your business. Worry about your hair and your makeup and your clothes. But for y'all, listen, y'all cute as hell. Do y'all? But I'm cute in my own right. So I don't need y'all coming up over here to my world trying to tell me how I should be a woman, how I should be a girl. Stay in your motherfucking lane. Because yes, I get trolled by white people, black women, the dudes who want to be girls now, and then some of these boxer people. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole load of people that be talking their little shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's some of y'all standing out more than others. Y'all standing out more than others. So y'all black women, y'all standing out like a fucking sore thumb. Do better. Do better. Y'all boys that want to be girls, whatever. Y'all listen, y'all cute. You T-boo. But keep that shit over there with you. Don't be coming to my world trying to tell me how I should talk and how I should dress and how I should wear my hair up or down. And if something I'm wearing is for wintertime or springtime. Don't worry about the woman that I am. Worry about you. Doing what you gotta do. Don't come messing with me. Period.
Can we talk? Can I say something? And y'all know I'm a little long-winded, so I'm gonna try to make this as short as possible. This is the problem that I'm having with what I'll start out with this. Clarissa is absolutely 100% correct in what she said about basically from how I took it was stop giving your unsolicited advice. I don't want to hear it. Not me, I'm talking like I'm Clarissa. I don't want to hear it. I didn't ask you nothing. Don't come over here telling me nothing about what I got on, how I look, how nothing. Because I didn't ask for it. So leave me alone. That I 1,000,000% agree with. I do. With that being said, it doesn't matter what you identify as, if what your sexuality is. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to look at someone and maybe see that what they have on based off of the month that it may look like, girl, what you got on. So let me just give you an example, right, of Clarissa. Clarissa looks fab. We talked about this, right? Clarissa looks fab in this photo. She does. I love the dress. I love the entire look. I think Clarissa is a pretty girl. You cannot take that away from her. With that being said, it doesn't matter if you gay, straight, a man, or a woman. Everything is not some gender war or something that old men can't speak on. Girl, it's the middle of August and this is what you have on. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to be a woman to look at this and say, girl, where is you going? Girl, it's August. Just like if somebody walked outside in the middle of, girl, January with some poom poom shorts on and a spaghetti strap shirt and some thong sandals, we would be like, girl, where is you going? Girl, it is 23 degrees outside. So some things you don't have to be a woman to say how a look looks. You don't have to be a man to say how a look looks. You could be a woman and still look at a man and say, your suit is too small or your suit is too big. Why did you go buy a suit that's 3 times your size? You see what I'm saying? I don't have to be a makeup artist to know that if you're my skin color and then you go get foundation that is the color for Rihanna or Giselle or Beyonce, then I can tell you're looking a little flowery. Because your face is giving, girl, light skinned diva or light skinned divo, but girl, your arms is giving Godiva chocolate. Something ain't right. I don't have to be a makeup artist to see that, girl, your face is not matching your neck nor your shoulder. You see what I'm saying? The next thing I want to say about Clarissa is this. Like most people, especially, I'll say in Hollywood, the main ones who complain about not needing advice, or even those out there who feel as though a man can't tell a woman how to look, y'all be the first ones who have a punk somewhere in your glam squad. Even if it's the assistant to the head bitch in charge, I guarantee you there's a man, whether he might be gay or straight, most of the time gay probably, somewhere lurking in the background. Whether they're the assistant to the head makeup artist, the assistant to the head stylist, the assistant to the hairstylist. I bet you there's a man somewhere. So for Clarissa to get online and to say what she says, and a punk does her makeup, and for people to get online talking about a man can't tell a woman how to be a woman, that might be true to a certain degree. But clearly, in this case, that's not the case. Because there are too many men out there who are dressing these women. There are too many men out there who are doing the makeup of these women. Hey, Clarissa. So they're telling you something. They're telling you something about what looks good on your woman body. They're telling you something about what makeup you need. They're telling you something about, girl, this is a wig that you need. So no, I can't tell you as a grown man who identifies as a man, I can't tell you how to live as a woman day by day, because I would never understand. I could sit here and be like, you know what? I could see you go through this. I could see you going through this. I could see you going through this. This is so fucked up. I don't like the way they do women in this, but I will never fully grasp how it feels to be a woman. I will never fully understand how it is to be a woman. But with me being a man, even a gay man, I could still look at you and say that, girl, your wig is lifting. Like you could look at me and tell me, girl, your edge up is crooked. You can look at me and say, Rodney, girl, I know I don't really wear suits, but girl, your suit is a tad bit too big. That's not how a suit is supposed to fit. You see what I'm saying? Some stuff is just visual. It ain't got nothing to do with your gender identity or your sexuality. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing else. It is what it is. I do find it ironic again with Clarissa having all this mouth, and maybe it's just the fact that she doesn't want anybody coming over to her space telling her what to do. If I don't hire you, I'm trying to give Clarissa the benefit of the doubt. If I didn't hire you, then don't say shit to me, right? If I hired you, then maybe you can tell me a little 1-2. But if I didn't hire you, don't say nothing to me about how my dress should look, how my hair should look, how this should look. But Clarissa, the fact of the matter is, girl, as bomb as you looked, girl, and I'm not talking about. I don't want to talk about the stylist, girl. Your stylist had you walking around here in the middle of August with, girl, a fur around your fucking neck. I know your neck was hot, girl. I know your neck was sweating. I know you was probably doing all this like, God damn. Can I have a napkin? Oh, my neck is hot. Right? Men can't tell women how to be women. Women can't tell men how to be men. But at some point, some stuff is just, it is what it is. And again, especially when we get down to dealing with stylists, the fact that a lot of these women, from the Rihannas, the Beyoncés, to go all the way down to the Clarissa Shields, have been linked to some type of man who does their hair, makeup, or their clothes. And then with Clarissa is literally on her Instagram page, a man does her makeup, and then she comes down talking about, you do you boo, you cute, but you can't tell me. Well, actually, he actually can. Now, again, I just want to be clear. Maybe Clarissa is talking about, girl, unsolicited advice. I didn't ask you, don't tell me shit. That I 100% agree with. But at some point, we're gonna have to just call it for what it is. It's not saying that men can tell women how to be women. But girl, again, every time we look up, I guarantee you there is a man who is working on a woman, telling some woman, and she hires him. She's paying this man to tell me how I should look. You do my makeup. I'm not gonna go get no woman. I'm gonna go get a man. You do my makeup, do my hair. Hey Jonathan, can you do my hair? Can you pick up my outfit? Hey y'all, cousin y'all, what's up, cousin y'all, cousin y'all, can you do my makeup? I'm just saying, y'all, we're gonna have to just tell the truth and shame the devil. You know what I'm saying? Clarissa don't bother nobody. She don't. She over there fucking that married man though. Let me shut up. Clarissa don't bother nobody, but we're gonna have to tell the truth sometimes. And I feel like this is one of those situations where the truth just has to be told. I don't want anybody to misconstrue what I'm trying to say or what I did say. I'm not saying that I can tell you how to be a woman, just like I'm not telling women they can tell a man how to be a man. But sometimes some shit is just visual and you just see for what you see. If your makeup is off, your makeup is off. If your edge line is fucked up, your edge line is fucked up. If your suit is too big, your suit is too big. You ain't got to be no woman, non-gender conforming, non-binary, a man to just see what you see. I can see your lace front is lifting up. That ain't got nothing to do with me trying to tell you how to be a woman. I can see your scalp lifting up, baby. Like you can see, if I got on here when my barber messed up my beard, my goatee. If I got on here and my goatee was like this, you don't have to be a man or have a goatee to see that, girl, your goatee is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Clarissa has a whole man doing her makeup. It is what it is. All right, I'm gone. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Bye, y'all. I didn't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it. Even to the point where you have men who teach women how to walk, there is no way that anybody's going to tell me that when they look at Clarissa Shields and the way that she walks, it does not give that she about to go whoop somebody's motherfucking ass. Clarissa looked like she about to go beat ass. You ain't got to be no woman. You ain't got to be no man, no child, no non-binary, non-gender conforming to look at Clarissa and see that when she walks like a nigga. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing about Clarissa walk feminine at all. And it don't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. Okay? So can we just tell the truth and shame the devil? That's all I'm saying. It ain't got nothing to do with somebody trying to tell Clarissa how to be a woman and how a woman should walk. But we're not gonna sit here and act like when you look at Clarissa don't look like a nigga walking in heels. First time. I just want to say that. All right. Please don't misunderstand. I feel like some people gonna intentionally. Oh, I almost girl. I thought I almost put my stuff in y'all face. Maybe I ain't got nothing but my t-shirt and my panties on. T-shirt and my panties on. Anyways, let me get up out of here. Girl, this window actually, believe it or not, it's a lot of heat coming through this window. It's a little, so get a little hot. And girl, this AC is so loud, so I had to turn the AC off because I felt like you wouldn't be able to hear what I was trying to say, or it would be like a competition with the unit, the AC unit. Anyway, I also wanted to add this: men are also dressed by women all the time. There are female stylists out there who style men. Do you know how many also I thought about this. Do you know how many wives pick out their husband's clothes? How many girlfriends pick out their boyfriend's clothes? So this idea that you have to be a certain gender to give advice or to dress someone or to know if somebody looks good, that's just not true. And we know it's not true. You know, and again, to piggyback off what I said earlier, there are too many women out there, from the Zendayas to Nicki Minaj to the Beyoncés to the Clarissas, that have men who assist them and being glammed up for her to feel, or for other people to feel like you have to be that gender to assist someone in looking good. That's just not true. And again, we know that's not true because there is a woman listening to me right now who just picked her husband's outfit out for tonight's dinner, or lays her husband's clothes out all the time. And she's a woman and he's a man. You get what I'm trying to say? I just did not like, I just personally didn't like how people picked apart. They pulled certain things that Clarissa said and focused on that, when the fact of the matter is, like, you know what it is? I think I'm sensitive to when people try to pit like the gays against women. Don't get it twisted. You can have a critique against the gays. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm about to say something that I probably shouldn't say because I've had this conversation in private. I kind of stand back a little. Oh, I shouldn't say this. No, I'm gonna say it. I kind of stand back a little bit whenever I do see women sometimes who have a critique about gay men. I do stand back sometimes. I try to dissect it like, okay, girl, that's an honest critique. Okay, I get what she's trying to say. No, that's not necessarily homophobic. Oh, girl, that's kind of drifting a little homophobia, right? Because I do feel like with us gays, it's no shade. We get down here and we give our critiques on the girls, you know, down to the housewife shows, and we talk about how their makeup looks and how their hair looks. But then some of the gays also kind of get in their feelings when then the women may have what they feel is an honest critique of the girls. So sometimes I do try to, sometimes I just look like, okay, girl, I don't think it's fair that we can open our mouths and say what we say, right? And then when they say what they say, now all of a sudden, girl, sometimes the gays, oh, I shouldn't say this. Oh, I shouldn't say this. Sometimes the gays do sometimes pull the homophobia card. Not all the time, because sometimes it is homophobia. Don't get it twisted. Like a lot of those comments I saw on the neighborhood talk, I was like, girl, that's a girl. Like I said, girl, I'm smelling some homophobia, sister. Right? But not everything is homophobic. Not everything is racist. Not everything is transphobic. Not everything is some type of, you know. But a lot of the times, girl, it might be, but not every scenario. But anyways, I don't know how I got into that. But yeah, I just people, we all have eyes. That's the thing. We all have eyes. We all see what we see, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see if something looks good or not. It doesn't take again, it's one thing for you to give your advice when nobody asks for your fucking advice. And I think that was kind of what Clarissa was alluding to. Not alluding to, I mean, it's pretty much what she said. But I also think that, girl, at some point, Clarissa, you're gonna have to also address the elephant in the room. And then the elephant in the room is that gay man who does your makeup. Because while the boys can't tell the girls how to be girls, clearly the gay can tell you how you should wear your makeup. Hello? Bye, y'all.